Okay, next up we have Sam, who's joining us also from Portsmouth. Is Sam on the line?
Hello.
Hi there, Sam. So you're going to do a bit of aerospace engineering, I believe. You're going to make some paper airplanes.
Yeah. We're going to be looking at 4 different types of aeroplane / projectile of varying complexities. So our first one is just the paper ball, the most simple. We also got the very simple basic paper airplane, the slightly more advanced dart-shaped one, and then finally, that I'm not going to show you how to make in this, but there should be a link somewhere for you to go and learn, is the F-15 paper airplane. Okay, so if we get started into making it, you need to get yourself some paper. I've only got A4, but A5 even, but A4 will work just fine. So for the first one, the paper ball, you just take it and scrunch it into a ball as tight as you can. Try and make it as even as you can, and that's that one done. Right to the side. The second paper airplane, the most simple one. All you do is you fold your paper in half lengthways, careful to get it lined up, and put a good crease down the middle. And you turn it around and fold the corners in to the middle on both sides. And then you bring it, fold it back in half again, and fold the wings down to the bottom of the aeroplane. That is the most simple paper airplane. And then the slightly more complicated one starts off the same way. So we fold it in half lengthways. We get a crease in. And then again, we fold the corners in at the nose. And then where this one is different is we then fold the corners in again into the center, giving it this sharper, sleeker look. And then as an option to make your plane last a bit longer and not get so damaged on the tip, is we take the sharp tip and we fold it in about 1 centimeter of the way in, and then fold our plane in half, ready for the wings. So then we have a blunt tip, which doesn't get mashed every time it lands on a hard surface. So then we just fold the wings down, bringing the edge of the wing down to the base of the plane. Do that to the other side, make it even. And there you have your other paper airplane. And then, as I said, if you want to see how to make the F-15, just click on the link anytime, and then you can go to that. So now, what we're going to do is we're going to go over to our test range and see which one flies the best. So if I just take these.
Okay, and while you're doing that, I'm launching a poll, which will, we haven't done this yet, but what this will do is allow people to vote which of the paper aeroplanes, well, there are 3 aeroplanes and 1 ball, which one is the best at flying. So aeroplane 1 is the screwed up ball, aeroplane 2 is your simple one, aeroplane 3 is the one that you've just made, the slightly more complicated one, and aeroplane 4 is the one that you showed us and that we've got a link for, which we'll put up in a minute, but also we'll post online afterwards so that people can have a go at making the much more complicated one.
So this test range is unfortunately not very far, just from the difficulties of the house, and because of the weather, we can't really do it outside. But hopefully none of them will go far enough as to crash into the wall. That might skew the results slightly. But yeah, it's an important thing about planning experiments.
Indeed. Okay, so the poll may be still going, but we've got some results in now. Aeroplane 1, 2 people think that's going to go far enough. Aeroplane 3, 2 people think that's going to be the better one. Aeroplane 4 is the outright winner at the moment with 5. And Aeroplane 2 doesn't have any votes. So off you go, Sam.
Okay, well, first, Aeroplane 1, the ball. I'm going to stand just behind the laptop and throw that across. So almost to the back, quite far. The next one aeroplane 2, a very simple, big rectangular wing one. So just behind the laptop. And that landed about a foot away from me after crashing into the wall. Aeroplane 3, the dart shape. Also crashed into the doorway.
Was that a fair test?
Well, I think if anything, we'll come on to that in a minute. But
Okay.
yeah. And then aeroplane 4, the jet, also crashed into the doorway. So we might do that test again in a minute. But at the moment, in the first run, the paper ball went a lot further than any of their airplanes, which is an important thing to know, in that the advantage of the paper ball is that you can just throw it as hard as you want without any care about how you throw it, because it's the same all the way around. It's just going to push through the air. And with these paper aeroplanes, if you make them slightly wrong or throw them slightly wrong, they have a tendency to go the wrong way and will crash into things. So we're just going to give it one more try
Okay.
for fairness.
Try and aim a bit better through the door this time.
Yeah, paper ball goes almost to the end, about 30 centimeters from the back. Airplane 2. Into the door again. Airplane 3.
Oh, that was a good one.
All the way to the back behind the telly. That's the furthest one. And then airplane 4. Those dived into the door. So airplane 3 flew the furthest out of any of the tests. So the third most complicated one. But it goes to show, you can make very complicated airplanes, but if you go slightly wrong in the manufacturing process or throw it wrong, they might not go very far after all. They might just nosedive.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Sam. Yeah, and I'm sure it's all in how it's piloted as well. Yeah. So.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. I think 2 people got that right on the poll. So actually, apart from aeroplane 2, it was one of the least expected to have aeroplane 3 go as well as it did.